I came from New York City to live the Maine life. I was hired to design outdoor footwear.
I live the Maine life. We're looking for college grads, so come get your check.
I came from Venezuela to live the Maine life. I opened my own restaurant.
Learn more about hundreds of Maine jobs and our tax program for college grads at liveandworkinmaine.com.
Hi everyone, greetings from downtown Portland. Here's a look at what's coming up on this week's episode. Once you do get in here, it is really magical. This is beautiful.
It's like all of a sudden you're in a forest.
It's a great time to get together, and it's a special time of year, so enjoy it.
It's just a wonderful place to learn to ski, perfect your skiing, or become a lifelong skier like myself.
Sounds into the twilight, rocking chairs on a summer's night. We may never wake up again.
I'm Erin O'Valley.
And I'm Kevin Oates, and this is MaineLife.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Monument Square here in downtown Portland with Executive Director of Portland Downtown, Casey Gilbert. Before we get to this week's main business, we are talking holidays in the city.
It's a wonderful time to celebrate the holidays. The lights are aglow, and we have a ton of events coming up.
And we know about Merry Madness, but what other exciting things are going around in the city during the holidays?
So many things.
Well, let's talk about it.
We've got free horse and wagon rides that actually pick up right here in Monument Square on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Throughout the entire day?
Yeah, there's specific hours on portlandmaine.com. You can find out all about them. And what's wonderful is that it's free. So you can bring your family down, your friends down, and because of our wonderful sponsors, you get to wander around the city on these beautiful horse and wagons, check out the sights and the sounds, and celebrate the holidays and make memories.
Anything else going on during the holiday season from Portland downtown?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Afternoon lunchtime shopping, so you can get your shopping done, because I know you've put it off,
Of
right?
course.
Okay, so
Typical
noon
day.
to 2 on Wednesdays, you can come downtown. We have participating merchants open, and they're gonna feed you while you shop. So there's gonna be snacks in all the stores. We've got a full list online, so you can check off your holiday to-do list and do it local.
That's the biggest part. It's
let's
important
talk
local business
about,
is huge.
yes, buying local downtown. We have so many awesome, authentic, unique shops.
Yes, we do. And Ramblers Way, which just moved into town recently, came on as a Merry Madness sponsor, so we're really excited about that. We also have other sponsors like Hyatt and Machias Savings Bank and SVN, the Urbanic Group, that make our events possible. And Merry Madness is December 7th. There's 1,200 people that come into downtown, get unleashed on all the stores until 10 o'clock at night. And the coolest part is $1 of every ticket sold will go to the Portland Press Herald Toy Fund. So it's really shopping for a good cause and checking off that to-do list and supporting all of our amazing businesses.
So you eat, live, and breathe downtown Portland. How's everything going, aside from the holiday excitement?
Everything's good. I think we've really seen more and more businesses open up. We had Sugar come in. They were outside of Portland. Now they came in and opened up a retail shop on Commercial Street. We're seeing more restaurants open. We've had food trucks convert from, driving around to brick and mortar like Mommy and El Corazon. So I think things are going really well, and we have WEX. WEX headquarters is going to be breaking ground in downtown. So I think it's an exciting time to be in Portland, and of course the magic of the holidays always makes it that much more special.
3 years.
That's right.
Good job,
3
my
years.
friend.
Thanks.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Thanks for having me on.
MEMIC supports Maine businesses because we are one. When they thrive, we thrive. We insure 18,000 employers in Maine who really work in so many ways all over our state to make things better in their communities and better for their businesses and better for their employees.
Grand Rounds is a healthcare company. We match patients with top doctors. Matching patients with top doctors is incredibly important because it turns out that patients who are seeing high quality physicians receive better care than the average patient, thus leading to better health, faster recovery times, and less medical expense. Really excited to be a tenant in Mill 6, where above Fishbones, which if you haven't eaten there, I highly recommend it. The community really, wanted to be part of our success, and we wanted to be a part of the success of the community. So it was a really great marriage for us bringing Grand Rounds here to Lewiston, Auburn. I was employee number 7 at Grand Rounds, and it's an incredible feeling to look at how the company has changed, going from 7 to over 300. Grand Rounds started looking for an East Coast operations center because we found that our customers, really 2/3 of them, as well as then 2/3 of their employees, were located east of the Mississippi. As we narrowed it down, Maine was one of our top 3 locations, and we took our CEO on a tour of the top 3 and eventually selected Maine. We're going to walk through our conference room area, which we built under our mezzanine. This is Derek Shepard, our nod to our local celebrity, Patrick Dempsey.
He was McDreamy, right?
Yes, Grey's Anatomy, which I'm a little embarrassed to say I never watched, but I am particularly thrilled to be back here because it's my hometown. I grew up here in Lewiston. I am thrilled to be in Maine in general because it is the way life should be. People genuinely care about one another. They really want to see one another succeed. It's nice to be part of that again. We're growing the Lewiston, Auburn location. We hope over the next 4 to 5 years to grow to 150 to 200 employees. We have around 30 employees working in this office today, and we're hiring. If you're working in the healthcare field and you really want to make a difference, check out Grand Rounds.
Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm looking for the perfect match. I need someone who's good with kids. I could definitely use a helping hand. I want someone I can really talk to.
Please say a command.
Someone who always has my back. I just want someone who really gets me. Hi, I'm Sharon. Nice to meet you.
It's your car. Find it at Quirk.
Welcome back, everybody. Earlier in the show, we heard from Casey Gilbert talking about all of the holiday festivities here in downtown Portland. But if you're thinking about holiday shopping, you might also think of
Freeport, Maine.
Absolutely.
100%.
The beautiful displays that LL Bean puts on and all of the deals you can get at Freeport Village Station. Take a look.
Set the scene for us. You've been here for 4 years. If people haven't been to the village during the holidays, what can they expect?
They can expect a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. You know, it's family friendly. There's something going on. There are usually kids films going on at that point in time. And then just the busyness of, you know, the holiday and celebrations and family gatherings, and what a better place to come visit at the Freeport Village Station. We're going to be doing, for the 4th year I believe it is, the Polar Express celebration. At the theater, we're going to be showing the movie on Saturday mornings in December, the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd at 10 o'clock. And we'll be showing the film for free. And in conjunction with that, we're also going to use the opportunity as a donation to the Freeport Community Services backpack program around food insecurity. We'll be accepting food donations and cash donations should people desire to do that. You can have some fun, do some shopping, and just really enjoy yourself.
I'm Eric Smith with LL Bean, and we are here at LL Bean's Northern Lights celebration. It's our annual holiday celebration. We love the holidays here at LL Bean, and we're right at the entrance to Discovery Forest, which is one of the many features of the Northern Lights celebration this year. A lot of parts of our campus here in Freeport are activated for the Northern Lights. Here in Discovery Park, we've turned the park into Discovery Forest, which is over 750 Christmas trees all lit up. And as you can experience, for the moment you walk in, you smell the sense of being in a balsam forest. So it's really all about the idea of being up near the North Pole, or at least in the northern woods of Maine. We have trees, we have Santa's workshop, we have reindeer, and we even have the warming hut that's behind me that we'll go in a minute.
Once you do get in here, it is really magical. This is beautiful.
It is. It's like all of a sudden you're in a forest.
This is the warming hut?
This is the warming hut. We have a whole Christmas morning set up here where it's like you're in your living room at home, here by the fireplace with the stockings hung with care, the presents. Here in the warming hut as well, we have a place for you to write letters to Santa. We have a mailbox where you can mail them directly to Santa. And we've even got a hot cocoa station, so you really do get the chance to warm up. And then you head out into your next adventure here in the Discovery Forest or wherever else you're going as part of the Northern Lights celebration.
Very cool. So what's our next adventure?
We'll take you up to Santa's workshop if you'd like. This is Santa's workshop, again, where he will be every weekend. And kids and parents and whole families can come and visit Santa here in the workshop. Santa will be sitting right here. You can see how much fun detail is here. Lots of fun ideas from Christmases past and present with L.L. Bean. There's a lot of historic things here from the L.L. Bean archives, but there's a lot of other much more current toys and gifts from L.L. Bean here.
Over 100 years, right?
Exactly. 105 years this year. I think one of the key words for us is wonder. We really like to bring the excitement of the holidays, but also the excitement of outdoor adventure, which L.L. Bean is all about, into the holiday celebration. There's all kinds of little pockets of discovery everywhere you turn on the campus. People come all the time and just kind of share a little bit of their holiday joy with us, so it's an exciting place to be this time of year.
So this episode, we've been focusing on holiday shopping and the festivities going on around Maine, but more importantly, this season is about giving.
And this week, Cork Cares, Cork Auto Group is donating for every Subaru sold or leased $250 to the Hope House in Bangor. Learn more.
The Hope House is a low barrier shelter and transitional housing and primary health care clinic. We provide access to housing and shelter services for folks with various kinds of barriers. It could be mental illness, it could be a substance use disorder, there could be other things related to their inability to maintain housing. This is really the place where hope starts. I mean, it's an incredibly powerful program that wraps people when they are at their most vulnerable in services that are critical to get them back to their lives and being productive members of society, and we're there to help them when they need that help the most. We're able to wrap people in all sorts of services, including mental health, substance use disorder, etc. We give them food, shelter, housing, and then housing navigators work with them to help them reintegrate into the community and those sorts of things.
The Hope House is an organization that needs people's help, and it's very important to us to help out the local community and the Hope House.
I'm a campus manager here at the Hope House. I work with people on trying to help them get into the health clinic. I also help manage the 66-bed homeless shelter here at the shelter. It's a blessing, honestly. It gives people the opportunity to change, gives people second chances. That was given to me once in my life, so it's good to give back. When Cork is doing this special thing for the Hope House with the $250 per car, it just shows what the community does for places like the Hope House here.
We are just so grateful for the kind of thought and attention that went into selecting the Hope House for this program, the contribution and really just the way in which it can both help us do our work and also let the community know what we're doing. You know, it's a high profile award to get, and we're super grateful and appreciative to have been selected for this. It's hard to come to Hope House and hear the stories that occur here without shedding a tear. There is, people find themselves again when they come here. The hope part is, people are treated with dignity, they're treated with respect, and in so doing, we give people the environment and the ability to achieve their potential, and that is really. That's the hope, and it provides hope to this entire community because we're enabling folks to go back out and reintegrate and contribute to the community, and they do that in amazing ways.
And in this week's Maine Today Minute, we are highlighting all the best places to eat and drink. Nothing warms you up on a cold morning like cozying up to a diner counter for egg plates, massive pancakes, and bottomless cups of coffee. Maine's got its fair share of classic diners up and down the coast, from the Maine Diner in Wells to Moody's in Waldoboro. On MaineToday.com, you can find a roundup of the state's 9 most iconic diners, including Becky's in Portland, where presidential hopefuls make campaign stops, and the Palace Diner in Biddeford, what's believed to be Maine's oldest. And if breakfast in a diner car is the ideal way to start your day, the best way to end it is with a nightcap from one of several Portland bars that serve delicious dessert drinks. Of course, the Bar of Chocolate is the obvious choice with its abundant sweet martinis, including the Peanut Butter Cup. The North Point also has a few nightcap-worthy cocktails on its list, including Ruby Mistress, and then Opium in the Danforth Inn serves a sake snow cone that's like no drink you've ever had before. For more information on where to go and what to do, log on to MaineToday.com.
Welcome back, everybody. As we are talking about holiday shopping, we also met up with our friend Jill Hinckley, who's a matchmaker, to give us some advice should you be newly dating somebody this holiday season. From a guy's perspective?
Avoid jewelry right off the bat, I think.
No big diamonds?
No big diamonds. If you're newly dating, no. It's too much too soon.
Well, let's leave it up to the expert to tell us.
And we are back now with our friend Jill Hinckley of Hinckley Introductions, talking about dating during the holidays, which, Jill, we know could be so much fun or very stressful for some people.
It can be an intense experience for people. You keep it light, keep it fun. Think before you go to parties. If you're dating somebody, do you bring that person to parties? If you do bring that person to a party, do you call that person a friend? Do you call that person your girlfriend or boyfriend? So yeah, there's a lot to think about over the holidays.
Sometimes I say, this is my date. I don't know if
that's great.
Yeah, okay. So let's talk about gifts. If you're newly dating somebody, flowers? Do you go big? Do you go small?
If you're newly dating, I think some great ideas are plan something together. Maybe you buy each other a gift and you go rock climbing together or do something like that. If you're going to spend money, probably don't spend more than $50 on the person that you're just starting to see. It can put a lot of pressure if one person spends a lot more money on a gift than the other person. So again, start off slow, take it slowly.
I like experiences.
Yeah,
right?
Experiences are awesome.
Creating memories. So if you're newly dating during the holidays and during the winter time, what are some suggestions you have for potential dates?
I think going to a cooking class together, dancing classes would be so much fun if you're single. Think about things you can do inside together. A lot of times it's fun to go to events that are put on by nonprofits. There's some really neat nonprofits in Maine that are, coming to the end of the year and the holidays, and it's when they really want to do their fundraising. So if you are involved in nonprofits and you're single, it's a very fun way to meet new people or bring a date, and it doesn't have a lot of pressure. There's not like your family and everybody's asking a lot of questions.
And it's for a great cause.
And it's for a great cause.
And so now, just quickly to talk about if your relationship is on the rocks. During the holidays, your suggestion is?
If you're pretty sure this relationship is not going to move forward, it might be a good time to, you know, not continue that relationship and have that conversation, because bringing that significant other into a family environment with holidays is a lot of pressure on a relationship. And if you're pretty sure that relationship isn't going to go forward, you got to think about that.
So overall message for the holidays, be thoughtful, have fun.
Absolutely. Keep it light. Absolutely. Do fun things. Don't stay home. Get out. It's a great time to get together, and it's a special time of year, so enjoy it.
Always good to see you. Thank you so much for the
Thank
advice.
you very much.
And good luck, everybody. Happy
Yay,
holidays.
Happy holidays.
So if I were thinking of one of the perfect gifts for me this holiday season, it would be a handful of lift tickets to all of our awesome mountains.
That's not a bad idea at all.
And Ski Maine threw a party here in Portland to get all of you excited and ready to hit the slopes.
Ski Maine Association is a trade association representing all of the ski areas across the state. We represent all of the downhill ski areas and all of the cross-country centers. And there are over 30 members that are currently in the organization. We extend all the way down to Powderhouse Hill in South Berwick, Maine, and way up in the tip in Madawaska, we have Four Seasons Trail Center, and every place in between.
My name is Darcy Lambert. I'm the Director of Communications at Sunday River Resort. And I love it because it's my home mountain. I grew up in the area. I learned to ski at Sunday River, and every winter it gets better and better.
My name is Rachel Wilkinson. I'm from Shawnee Peak, Maine. We're at Bridgeton, Maine, which is it's a little under an hour from Portland. This year we're really excited. We're 80 years old, so we have the longest running ski operation in Maine. It's a big year for us.
We have a lot of great ski resorts in Maine and New England, but there's no place truly like Sugarloaf. I mean, the terrain, the people, the experience, the snowfields. Now with the new lift with a cat.
Now we're doing cat skiing. It's the only cat skiing in the east. Got all the glades on Bird Mountain, and you can go up in a cat, ski down them, fresh powder.
You know, I love all of the ski areas equally as well, because each ski area has its own personality.
Shawnee Peak is known to be multi-generational for families, so we get a lot of little kids coming, and they're being taught by the grandparents who were learning to ski when Shawnee Peak was Pleasant Mountain. It's a really fun thing, and the one thing that really separates us out from a lot of other mountains is that we have 19 trails lit at night for night skiing, so that's a big deal for us.
Sunday River has an incredible Maine vibe. It's 8 mountain peaks, and they're all interconnected. It's a big resort, but it's got a very small town feel still. And then there's 8 interconnected mountain peaks of varied terrain. So whether you're a beginner or an expert, there's going to be something for you to explore.
Yeah, for kids that want to really be serious about skiing and ski racing with the Gould Sunday River program and with Carabasset Valley Academy, I mean, a kid can be very, very serious and have full attention to their academics.
We have a great ski academy, CVA, produced Bodie Miller, like you said, Seth Westcott, 2-time gold medalist.
Now you have Seth making skis and snowboards up there.
People should come to Maine and ski because there's incredible mountains. We make incredible snow. Mother Nature is very generous in the natural snow too. So the combination of the two and the activities that the areas offer, it's just a wonderful place to learn to ski, perfect your skiing, or become a lifelong skier like myself.
Maine just has it all.
And to finish off today's show, I decided to bring a little bit of holiday cheer to the show myself.
You bring holiday cheer to me every week, my friend. Thanks for joining us. I like it.
Why are you walking? That how we're ending it?
Yes.
Okay.